Bochy. First question. We'll start with David, third row on your right, Bruce.
Hi, Bruce. You had to get 16 outs out of your bullpen, but it looked like you kind of had everything fall into place like you thought it might with Haney pitching through Henderson and then going to your pen after that.
Right. He did. It started with Andrew. He hadn't pitched in a while, and he got us where we were hoping he would get us, and he did a nice job and had it set up for Dunning, who also did a good job to bridge it to pretty much our guys. Smitty had to come in and get one out, so no, it worked out well. Bullpen did a great job. It got a little bumpy there, but they found a way to get through it.
The left center aisle, third row.
Hey, Bochy, just with Josh Jung and the way his season went, for it to be going so well and then have the injury derail things for a month and a half, what has it been like to watch him play this way in the playoffs these last 3 games?
Yeah, he's really done a nice job, hasn't he, on both sides. Big plays defensively. I mean, that double play was not an easy play, and he made it look easy. But he's swinging the bat well. He's getting his timing back to where it was. And, you miss some time. It takes a while. But now you're looking at the guy that we saw all year. But it's just his defense has just been outstanding here.
Standing on your right, Bochy.
Bruce, up 1-0 right now, and just the idea of your team now having won 3 on the road in the playoffs heading forward.
Well, it's always good to get the first one. I mean, it's best out of 5, though. We know that. But come in here and get the first one off a really good team, a great pitching staff. These guys came out and found a way to get it done. Carter, he jump-started us there with the big hit. And, we saw some good arms today, and they battle hard. Well-played game on both sides, a close game, but it's always, nice to play well on the road. And we knew we had to do this going in Tampa and coming in here facing a really tough ball club. So got work to do, but, guys just responded so well after that series in Seattle.
Tim, your
Bruce,
third row.
you mentioned Carter 3 more times on base today, double, 2 walks. How do you try to describe what he's doing for a guy with 62 at bats?
I've said so many things about him. I don't know what else to say. This kid has just handled himself so well. When he got called up, but being a postseason and still have that calmness, that confidence that he plays with. He's been in left field. He has played a lot of left field. He's done a great job there too. But he's a gifted hitter. He's got a great eye at the plate, and it works. And so we moved him to the 5-hole, and then phase him one bit. And goes out there and just puts together some great at bats, which we needed off this staff. And I think he had a change up there. And he just sees the ball so well.
I'll take a couple last ones for Bochy. Evan?
This is kind of a version, I guess you've already been asked, but I mean, to go back, do you feel like you had scripted out this game the way you wanted to use pitchers? Did it play out exactly the way you wanted it to?
Pretty much. With Andrew going, we're hoping to get, 3, 4, maybe 5 innings from him, but we had Dunning ready to go, and he was going to be our bridge, to our setup guys. And so it really worked out well. Dane came in, and he did a nice job too. So, we're down a couple starters, and so you got to get creative. And it worked out well today. I can't say quite scripted, but pretty close to it.
And the other part of that would be, do you feel just what you're seeing from Leclerc right now, what you've seen really over the last 2 weeks? Leclerc.
Yeah, I mean he's our closer. They had left-hand hitters coming up there, but he's the guy that we're using in the 9th inning right now, and Chappie's been getting the 8th, Sporzy in the 7th, and that's pretty much how it's been working. It's been working out well. He's a different guy than what we saw earlier in the season. We've talked about this. Yeah, I don't think he was 100%. His stuff was down. His command was a little bit off, but now he's healthy and he's throwing the ball well.
We'll finish up with Kennedy.
Bochy, with both Evan and Josh, you guys have Seager and Simi at the top of this lineup, but having those two guys, two young guys, lower in the lineup, what does it say about this, team and this lineup that, even when Seager and Simeon kind of don't have days they normally have, you have those guys coming behind them?
Yeah, it's nice to have the lineup stretch it out like we have it right now. Josh was pretty much, and he wasn't pretty much, he was our 5-hole hitter all year. He's hitting 8th, so it shows you how stretched out it has become, and Carter has helped that. When we called him up, hitting in the 9-hole, now he's in the 5-hole. You got Nate in the 7-hole, who was pretty much a 3-hole hitter all year. So the back end of the orders, it's productive too. So it's not just top 3 or 4 guys that we rely on. It's guys at the back end too that have been producing runs and knocking in runs, and that's what's worked for us lately.
Bochy, we'll bring Josh up now. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. All right, well, welcome, Josh. Congratulations, Josh. Who's got the first question? We'll start right here.
Hey, Josh, with the way your season went so good, then the injury derails you for 6 weeks or so. How have these last 3 games felt, just in the playoffs, playing the way you have after what this year has been like?
So far, so good. It's baseball, though. Coming back, I struggled there for a little bit. I guess the first couple of games I played well, and then I struggled pretty hard that last week and a half. But, the games like today, when the team comes out with a big victory, you can't help but just get confident.
Go to Kennedy.
I know you take a lot of pride in your defense, and especially that's something you really worked on coming into this year. You made a few big plays today. How did that feel, just being able to contribute on both sides of the field?
It helped us in some big situations there. First and second with, the top guys in their batting order. To take that momentum away was huge. Really helped us get out of a jam there. With my defense, just try to take some hits away, and that's really it.
Go to Tim here.
Just the other rookie who's coming in here in a minute, how would you describe watching his at-bats, both walks and the hits he gets?
It's incredible, truly. Ever since he's gotten here, he's just been a dude. And to be 21 years old coming in and be stone cold at the plate, I've never seen someone come up here and not chase pitchers around the zone. Has a quality at bat every time he's at the plate and finds the barrel more often than not. It's incredible. It's awesome to see. Can't be happier for him, and he's a great guy. So it's just a lot of fun to be a part of.
Go back here.
In the 9th there, what was it like watching Jonah make that throw behind the plate to kind of clean things up a little bit?
That fired us up. That was awesome. And it was on a changeup too. He put it right where he needed to. Good tag right there by Corey too. Gunner's really fast. That was a heck of a play. Because, if he gets that bag there, it becomes big crunch time. We start shifting around differently. There's a lot more holes. So be able to get out one right there in the 9th, that was huge for us.
And then just on you and Gunner, you two have been, kind of the rookies this season. Is that an extra level of fun for this series for you, going kind of against him in that sense?
Yeah, you see all that, but I think it's fun just for baseball. He's a heck of a player. He's done some incredible things this year, truly. And to watch him just kind of grow up in the game, along like being rookies in the game, to see how he took over there in the second half was incredible. Can't be happier for him. You just hope in this series he doesn't do too much against us, but yeah, it's awesome for baseball.
Anything else for Josh? All right, Josh, congrats on a great day at the plate and in the field, and we'll see you tomorrow. Appreciate it. Evan is here, so we'll bring him up. All right, we'll get started with Evan. Who's got the first question? We'll start with Hannah on your right, Evan.
Hey, Evan. I'm pretty sure you got called up a month from tomorrow, so I'm just curious, what were you doing a month ago today?
A month ago today, I guess I was in Double A, grinding it out in the Texas heat. It was probably 110 degrees somewhere. I don't remember where we were at, but this is really exciting up here too.
At that point, in those last few days before you got called up, did you give any thought to like being in this situation specifically, like playing in the postseason for the Rangers?
Yeah, especially when you get moved up to AAA there at the end, you never want to assume anything's going to happen, but you always, have the you're going to be prepared in the back of your head. So, no matter if you're in Double A, AAA, whatever, you want to help the team win a World Series, and that's the goal.
We'll go to Kennedy up here.
You've batted ninth, I'm pretty sure, every game you've played since you came up. A little higher in the order today. It obviously didn't affect you, but what was your thought process when you saw the lineup today?
Yeah, hitting doesn't change for me. But the only thing I guess that mindset-wise might change is just situationally, there might be more runners on base in front of me. You might be more in an RBI situation. And that showed up today, so that was pretty cool. But as far as what I'm trying to do or my approach to hitting, like nothing changes.
Just, Josh being a rookie as well and him coming up last year kind of struggling a bit and then having the start that he did, what is it like for you to kind of watch him and, grow alongside him in the game?
He's on a long list of people that have helped me out a lot this year as far as just point me in the right direction with routines and, hey, this is what this guy feels like, this is how you act. Just, a long list of people and things that have helped me out, coaches and players alike. So I'm really grateful for that.
Tim right here.
I know you have a lot of confidence, but do you ever see your numbers up on the scoreboard, your OPS over 2 and some of the things that you're doing right now?
I tell you what, my buddy Tom Sajaci back in Double A always told me never to look at the scoreboard, so I try not to. I know those are, numbers are just numbers. You just want to help the team win right now.
Good. Gabe.
Hey, Evan. What does it do for a team when you win a game like this and kind of escape and make that 3-2 score stand up? And what has it been like watching Bochy push these buttons in these games and seeing things work out?
Yeah, I think that right now a win's a win no matter what it looks like. And it's definitely a big one to come in on the road first game and get that. So it's good for the club. It's good, going forward. So we just, keep the pedal to the metal going tomorrow. And as far as, Skip goes, that's definitely somebody that you love to have with all the experience. Just being able to look to him and, hey, he's leading the ship and that's who you want up there.
David in the third row on your right, Evan.
Hey, Evan, I think you were known as Mr. 3-2 count or something like that in the minors, but your RBI double, first pitch, you're hacking. Did you go up there looking to swing it at the first pitch in that at bat?
With a runner on second after a double by Dolly, that's definitely, I don't necessarily want to go up there and see a bunch of pitches and try and draw a walk. That's one of those RBI situational hitting times, like, hey, like that's what the team needs right now to put something in play right there. So that was kind of the mindset with that.
Go one row behind, Hannah.
Me again, sorry.
You're good.
Has there been any moment where you realized how famous you've gotten just so quickly? Like, sorry, it's true.
This is definitely a bigger stage. I guess there's more coverage than the minor leagues. But I'm going to try and stay as grounded as possible and, be where my feet are with the locker room and the people around me. I've got a really good support system, so I'm going to try and keep it that way.
But, come on. Have you heard from anyone? There's never been a moment where you looked at your phone and you had, 500 text messages or whatever, and you were like, oh, this is different.
I mean, sure, there's definitely just a lot of people from, especially from back home and stuff, everybody's keeping up with me, so it's really cool.